Hakafian jam bakong san kabatmu ban pelait ya kajela Meghalaya nakajingpang tuberculosis TB ka office jong ka state tuberculosis officer haringkat ka office jong ka district TB officer East Khasi Hills hak up South River kila Rakhe ya ka World TB Day hak ka balapan benaru ya ka wat ka baar jong ka jingialap basis pa sngi kabatmu ban pynduh jait ya ka jingpang TB. Habakren ha ka jingalang umentri katanan ka koi kya uba wailat ni Syllad ula banjur ba ka jing pynduh jait ka jingpang TB ha Meghalaya kadon kami ka jinga teldi ka jingtre kam bayadon benta da ka imlang saklang ka ban penyar palat ka jingtre ba marwe jing binong tre katanan ka koi kya ki ba hakmat haba penpawi kisin jam badang shen jo ka koi kya umentri ulaya ro ya umentri rang ba ka jela halor ka jingo I jingai lingba ka jingpha ka bakhandai pesan na baro ka mang tingka jong ka jela syak koi kya ula bendrap ru da ka baong kanihi ka pen iya ka thong ka ba ka sarkar kalabu hakmat ha India ka jing penut pensem na ka benta manla weipa wei ubriu kalong lai hajar sans pa tingka Henry menta ha ka jela jongi kalong hadu nyaw hajar pras pa tingka nakabenta way pa way ubriyo.
The most important thing for us today to think is, in spite having a cure, but still we could not eradicate tuberculosis. No doubt, even in the different part of the country, in urban areas, in towns, they are still having tuberculosis. It will be a much challenge for a state like Meghalaya, where we faces the different challenges, especially our topography to reach the hard-reach area. So we do realize it's not easy. And I hope still today, there are still like me few years ago when I still a kid who still think that you get tuberculosis by watching television. So awareness is very important. And we should realize this fact. We should realize this fact that only the health worker cannot cure any diseases. As soon we realize that, the better is for us. Because we need to work together. As a community, as a state, we need to work together. Because until and unless we take responsibility of our own health, I will tell you no government, no health practitioner will able to help you. And it is so sad to see in our state. I used to tell this to my people, especially for my constituent who used to come to me and request for financial assistance to help them for treatment. The first thing I used to ask them, do you have MHIS card? So that's why I like to tell you all, it is very sad to know that still, in spite of this opportunity in our state, it's so sad to see that still till now we have not achieved the 100% enrollment of MHIS, which is very important. 5 lakhs annually you are getting for treatment, but still you don't have time to come and enroll yourself. If that kind of attitude we are having, how can we get ourselves? get treated. So that's why I urge each and every one of us, to the people of our beloved state of Meghalaya, please join hands together. You have plenty of opportunity in front of you. Now the kind of effort being put from the health department, and I'm really thankful to our Honorable Chief Minister for giving 9% of the total budget allocation of our state is being given to health department. This itself shows where the priority of the government lies. In India, the annual spending for each person in the country right now is 3,500. But in our state of Meghalaya is 7,800 per person. The amount we spend to one individual. So we do understand that from the government part, we are pushing, but where we are lacking maybe it's the community participation. So today as well, I would like to urge our state tuberculosis officer and team. In the next program, I would like to see the community participation. Call the Sunjuk of Rangbashnong, call the principal of different school and colleges, call the priests, call the different people, renowned people from the community. Let them come and share this responsibility. Until and unless we don't come together, I will tell you, we will not be able to achieve what we aim for. So once again, I'm happy to see the kind of effort, but at the same time, I would like to see that this effort will see the result of outcome. And you all know, no doubt I have been talking regarding this in different occasions, and even in the last assembly. No doubt we are facing a lot of challenges, especially in terms of having doctors in our state. There are still many PHC and CHCs which now still working with single doctors. But are the government is doing nothing? No. The government is trying its level best. This problem would have been solved if we have a medical college 10-15 years back. Why we are facing these difficulties? Because all this time we have to depend from the central pool for our student to go and study medical. So now with the Syllad Medical College starting, already the first session is already start. Now we have the Pynduh International Medical College in Khanapara, where the government is tied up with the USTM. We have students over there, and if with God's grace, if everything goes well, this year we'll be able to start with the Tura Medical College. So more or less, in after 5 years from now, around 200 more doctors will come to our state, which help us to have doctors. And because of the continuous effort from our Honorable Chief Minister, as you all remember, in the state of Meghalaya, where we follow matrilineal society, where women is given due respect. But it's so sad to see that a few years ago, Meghalaya is ranked highest in murder mortality rate, MMR and IMR, above the national average. But due to the continuous effort and under the able leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister and our team from the Health Department, I am so happy to inform you that because of all this effort, there have been a 56% reduction in the murder mortality rate. Right now, we are below the national average. And we will continue to work harder to see that this number will keep on reducing more. And the same will goes with the mission for eradicating tuberculosis. So as I don't want to go again, kumba pilayo sgaw malaya tho da kini ki doctor mene ngam kwa suban repeat ya kai ke jo tamba sa swabangan song lengba kini ke rensan sa sisin ngakwa ban apil ya kinong song snong po ke jela Meghalaya ke jong ni lada klem ke jing ya trailang ke jong pi kemdai ke besok ya ke sorkar lani ya ki doctors bengin sumari pi ngidon kam ya ke jing ya trailang ke jong pi namar bat kini ki TB cases ro don ki bala Sdang ya ke treatment tang baki jano kitip lada pi follow ya ke treatment hapo ndriu benai pila ban pior lani ban penjano ya ke to ke jingpang tang bala da pi no siteng por kakala no sya ke MDR lada kakala sya ke MDR then kata kecing sumar kahap teng na kendriu benai na syaka sistem lani sistem citeng taka kata syok dan kata kadau nga apil ya ki paiba jong state ban wan ban test yalade nang ta ban shim ya kejeng sumar ban hooi is ko tho ndai ka basuk ya piro ki doni ki jingialap na kaliang jong ke government ngiarap ka financial assistance na ka sorkar kumba sanspash penai if I'm not wrong 500 a month 1000 1000 shibnai ki yarap ya gitu ki TB patient bada kejo ko poro ngi appeal ya kini ki riu shimet mo ki ba ngidon ketu ka niksha mitra ba phila ban wan ban shim ban shim ya uwei ke jingba klik ya uwei TB patient ban yarap ya ban yo ki jingbam ki ba ki nutritional food namar udon kam namar kitip ba ke TB ka kta ya ke immunity tengi don kam ya ki jingbam ki ba biang ki ba klain ki ban pen klain ya ka immunity tengah apil ro ya ki riushimet ki ba don ya kata kalat ki ba ublai ulak terku tengah sengba bikin wan syakmat ban kersan lang ya ki patient kenang bikin la ban yo ya ki jingira.
It is the people, communities, health workers, and individuals who truly drive the change. As we come together to commemorate World TB Day, we stand together in solidarity with the millions of people around the world who fall ill with tuberculosis every year. We also pause to remember the millions of lives lost to tuberculosis. Today, we also honor those at the heart of the fight. We pay tribute to the frontline health workers who work tirelessly every day. Their courage, dedication, and compassion turn policies into real impact on the ground. Tuberculosis remains the deadliest infectious killer disease in the world. It was in 1882, March 24, that the causative organism of TB was discovered. Yet, 124 years later, we are still struggling with the epidemic of tuberculosis. tuberculosis is not just a medical disease, it also reflects the gap in access, awareness, and equity. Yet it is also a disease that is preventable, detectable, and curable if we act early and act together. The government of India has launched the intensified 100-day TB-free India campaign, focusing on reaching the unreached through targeted screening and AI-enabled technologies and community participation. This marks a significant shift from waiting for symptoms to actively finding TB among vulnerable populations using tools like portable handheld X-rays equipped with AI-enabled software and integrated health camps. But technology alone is not enough. The real strength lies in our frontline health workers, our community partners, our elected representatives, and every individual who chooses awareness over stigma. So in this effort, the village health communities plays a crucial role, being the closest to community. They understand the local challenges and hold the trust of the community. Their involvement is not optional, it is essential as they can bridge the gap between the health system and the community. They can advocate for screening, encourage and motivate those with symptoms to go for early testing, support the patients and provide psychosocial support. They can organize health camps in collaboration with the health department and actively work towards making their villages TB free. So as we move forward, let us remember TB Harega Desh Jitega is not just a slogan but a responsibility. Together, through a whole of government and whole of society approach, we can accelerate our journey towards elimination. Let us go extra mile, turn the tide and make our efforts bear fruit. Because together, yes, we can and will end TB.
From policymakers to health workers, from a community leaders to each and every member of the family, all of us have a role to play. So again, I urge all of us here today to help the program, to help us spread awareness about TB, to encourage early seeking behaviors on those you see that are presenting with signs and symptoms of TB, to advocate for the use of these very good digital tools, the handheld X-rays, as well as our testing through the NAT machines, to support our patients during the treatment, to reduce stigma, which is still very, very prevalent, and also to volunteer as a Niksha Mitra or a friend of the TB patients and help in giving us nutritional support. Because like I just said, nutrition plays a major role in TB, both in the TB incidence and the TB morbidity. Because undernutrition or malnutrition decreases the immunity. So it decreases the way the patient is able to fight TB better. So if we can, why not become a Niksha Mitra for the TB patients? Let us work together to make every village in Meghalaya TB free. Because a healthy village will equal to healthy Meghalaya, and a TB free village, rather TB free villages in Meghalaya will equal to a TB free Meghalaya. 80% of our total villages in Meghalaya have been declared TB free. Of these, 80 villages were awarded gold for them having secured TB free villages for 3 consecutive years. Then another 224 villages were awarded silver for securing TB free status for 2 consecutive years. And newest addition are 954 villages that were declared TB free last year. In this direction, we are launching the Focus 100 Days campaign, phase 2. This campaign is just not a timeline. It is our commitment to to intensify our efforts on active case finding, early diagnosis, prompt initiation of treatment. Over the next 100 days, we aim to strengthen community engagement as well, to scale up screening, to promote the use of these x-rays, and to ensure that services reach even the most remote and disadvantaged village. We want to also reach our vulnerable population in this 100 days. And vulnerable population for TB are those who have had TB in the previous years, are malnourished, undernourished patients, patients who have diabetes, patients living with HIV, those taking alcohol, tobacco users, those above 60 years of age, people who are in congregate settings because they stay together, they live together, and they breathe together the same air, so they have more chances to inhale that bacilli, and hence they have more chances of getting TB. We will focus on all these high-risk population as well as our high-risk TB villages where the caseload is still high. We will go there. So as we conclude, let us remember our strength is in our communities. Let these 100 days take us to every village, to every home, to every person in need. Let us ensure that no distance and no barrier stands in the way of care. So I'll conclude by saying yes, we can and we will end TB. Led by countries and powered by people.